Alright, and then I say hello and welcome back to a new episode of Divine Slice of Life. So the last two options, when we made a final decision, so we chose either one, then it was always a bad ending. So this time we cannot choose. I can't choose. In fact, there's no way I can choose. Both the girls are looking at me as if I've just told them that Santa Claus is real. Have they really got any right to look at me like that after what they just told me? Do you really expect me to say anything sane after this story? There's no way. You must have healed me up on your own and then claimed it was magic? I don't know what's going on, but it's not fooling anyone, huh? I bet Taka put you up to it. How much did she pay you? I wouldn't put it past that girl.
King.
What?
It is very real.
So, this they can agree on? Look, there's no way. It's just impossible. I bet Taka's laughing at me right now. She's probably hiding in the trees outside, knowing her. Yep.
Well, if...
I guess if we have to,
Since there's no other choice.
it is for the good of my king.
Yes.
Huh? What are you saying?
If you don't believe us, then we'll just have to prove it to you. Only then can you assume your rightful destiny on the throne in the pantheon in the sky.
Oh, then go ahead, prove it, both of you. This ought to be good. I've learned over the years the best way to protect oneself against Taka's pranks is to unravel them from the inside. Find a loose thread to pull out from within. Although I must admit, even for Taka, this is way too elaborate. These two look like they could very easily be models. Where did Taka find the money to pay for them?
To prove that we are who we say we are, we will grant you one wish each. That should be enough to satisfy your... curiosity.
So, that makes it 2 wishes for you.
One wish each, and it can be anything?
Anything within our power. As we have not yet been wed, our abilities are only limited to demigoddesses, and nothing close to what our ancestors could do.
Plus, you should wish for things that are related to our scopes.
Your scopes?
I am the descendant of the goddess of love, after all.
And I am the goddess of wisdom and courage. We could grant wishes related to other realms, but our magic won't be nearly so potent.
She's right. This is why we had to use both our magics to get the knife out of you and heal you back up.
I could have done that on my own. Medicine and healing comes under my realm of magic.
Oh, yeah? How so?
You need to be wise and civilized and courageous to conduct surgery on someone, so yeah.
Hey, don't argue. Look, I don't think I believe any of this, but if it will end this charade, let's see what you girls can do.
You won't regret it, Lord Zeus. Make sure to make a wish that'll use the full power of the goddess Aphrodite.
And don't forget that Athena is the goddess of civilization and arts and strength and bravery.
And boredom.
Why, you?
Strength, huh? And bravery.
All the strength and bravery in the world. You'll need it for when you're ruling the other gods and goddesses in the pantheon.
The Pantheon.
Of course. Once you've chosen one of us to be your bride, we can ascend to the heavens as king and queen. It is your destiny, after all.
Alright, fine. I know what I want to wish for. Keeping a straight face while saying this is not easy. And it doesn't help that the two girls are still naked. Yes, right, I've made up my mind. Are you both ready?
You're born ready, my king.
Say the wish and we'll grant it with the full force of the gods.
I wish to become attractive and intelligent. I close my eyes and nod, trying to seem important, knowing full when the punchline is coming any moment.
Very well then.
Huh?
If that is Zeus's wish, then so be it.
Close your eyes. By the power of the great goddess Athena,
By the power of the great goddess Aphrodite,
ruler of civilization, of wisdom, of courage, and the arts,
ruler of love, of beauty, of pleasure,
I grant unto thee the power of intelligence.
of attractiveness.
Do I even say anything? Do I need to do anything? Is it over?
It's done. Your wish has been fulfilled.
Really? They sound convincing and earnest.
Your wish has been fulfilled. Take a look in the mirror for yourself.
Well, we'll see how this turns out. I look at myself in the mirror. It looks the same, and yet something here is different. I don't look the same. Maybe it worked. I can see it's still me, but somehow all the features align better. It all just looks right now. No small blemishes that might ruin my features. I do look more attractive, but what about my intelligence? Neither of them say anything, they just look at me. Perhaps the spell was so strong that it affected these two beauties as well.
Both spells have been fulfilled.
You're both attractive and intelligent.
Well, you've proved your point about your powers, I think, as impossible as it may be.
We're glad you like it. But these wishes come with one big condition.
A condition?
Of course. We only granted you these wishes because you wanted proof. They're not free.
I guess it makes sense. What's the condition?
These spells both come from our hearts, and their powers only last until our bonds with you are severed. If you fall in love with a mortal girl, these wishes will cease. And once that happens, you will remain in the mortal world forever.
I see. There's always a catch. I should have seen that coming. Well, when you say if I fall for one, you mean marry
It
or...
doesn't matter. Not as long as you make the right choice. The power of wisdom and courage trump mere skin-deep looks. And if you marry me, you'll keep all that bravery and intelligence with you when we're sitting as husband and wife among the gods.
Well, I'm not letting you out of my sight as long as she's around. Not until you make your choice. The right.
That's right. And I'm not letting you out of my sight as long as she's here to keep her claws in you.
You're both going to stay here with me? This could either be very good or very bad. On the one hand, they're beautiful and both into me. On the other hand, I feel like I make a wrong move. Then somebody will likely end up with an eye missing.
Certainly. And even if she doesn't get you, who knows what other demigoddesses might make their way into the mortal world and try to take you for themselves.
And I'd lose my powers if that happened too?
My king catches on fast.
That's why you're the incarnation of Zeus.
Don't worry, my king. I'll make sure that you get your old memories back and learn what it means to be a god.
We can teach you everything there is to know about being a god. Mentally, emotionally, and physically.
When she's looking at me like that, it's really hard to think straight. Never mind the fact that she's still naked.
You are a king, and you deserve to experience every facet of being the ruler of divine beings, including the bodies of women.
What's going to happen? Snap out of it, Aki. So you're going to stay here, both of you, until I've made up my mind. They both nod. If you're going to stay here, then you can interfere with my regular life. I would choose one of you, but for now, my university life and my friends remain untouched. And you have to blend in. There. That should set them straight. Or at least keep them behaved and not hurt anyone. If you agree to these terms, I will agree to yours, even with the bit about falling for a mortal.
Good. Then all is agreed.
After all this searching, finally.
The two beautiful young goddesses nod and snap their fingers. In an instant, their bodies are covered in normal clothing. Well, not quite normal. They might get a few glances walking down the street. But at least they aren't naked or dressed in ancient Greek
Fine.
robes.
Your decision.
Will be made. Until then, we will accompany you to this university.
And then choose which of us you want to marry.
Yeah. That's all I can say. It's clear this isn't a joke. I'm stuck with them. These girls aren't leaving anytime soon. Just please behave.
You'll never even know we're there.
Oh, the mortal world is such a bore.
Don't make me kill you in your sleep.
Like you could. So this is what it feels like to be immortal in this world.
Alright, and then I say thanks for watching. So this time we chose none of them, and I think it takes us a bit further in this whole thing. And then I would say thanks for watching. If you enjoyed, leave a comment, leave a thumbs up. And if you don't want to miss any of the action, just subscribe to my channel. And I say thanks for now. Bye, your pacemaker.